Hey, how's it going? My name is Greg Matthews, and I'm the author of Wild Awakening. In September of 2015, I had a horrific event where I was attacked by, in Alaska, a 600-plus, 8.5-foot grizzly. I was nearly killed. I was mauled for over 2 minutes. But the beauty of it, if there's beauty around it, is the Lord showed up during that whole time frame. And it was amazing to see him work. He literally, I felt him and I heard him speak to me. I was on my hands and knees, bleeding from my head, from my throat. The first bite was to my face. I mean, you can see the scar, and I'm not ashamed of it, because when I look at those scars, it reminds me that the Lord was there. And he actually saved my life in a miraculous way. He gave me a vision of my family, calling to me, saying, "Dad, you have to fight if you want to come home to us." And so when I got home and I was trying to figure out how to process all this, I thought I was an expert. As far as 21 years in the fire department, I had seen most everything. But the fact is, I didn't know how to process it. And so what I did is I began to write. And as I began to unpack that, not only the story about the grizzly attack, what I saw was the Lord was instrumental in delivering miracles to restore an 8-year-old boy's broken heart. And the reason I say that is because at 8 years old, living in a broken world, my dad didn't know Jesus. He was making what he thought was the best decisions, and he ended up deciding he was going to leave the home and my parents were going to get divorced, and I blamed the whole thing on myself. And I carried that for a long time. I didn't feel any value in me, that there was anything worth loving. And it really was a heavy burden. Well, not only did he save my life from the grizzly, but he restored my heart and saved my life inside. And now I am free from that, and I can fully embrace the love of my Father and the love of my earthly father. And it's just been a tremendously wonderful thing. What I would like to challenge you with is I had my priorities all wrong. I was chasing after things, I call it trading treasure for trash. And what basically is I was polishing the outside, but where you find true purpose and true joy is in those intimate relationships. I would like to challenge you to look at those and invest in those. Invest like you do in the corporate climb that you're in for business or your hobbies or your careers or training or education. You know how us men are, and women too. We are chasing a lot of things that really, in the end, I can tell you, don't mean a whole lot. So I would encourage you and challenge you to seek and invest in those relationships, and I promise you that you will find true purpose and true joy, and you will live a life fulfilled like you've never, ever had before. That's what I have. And of course, that starts with Jesus Christ and a firm foundation and a loving foundation with your Father in heaven. So thank you very much.